We've been so busy lately, I completely forgot to do an intro to this video. So welcome back to the channel and enjoy the video. Let's roll. Guys, we've just arrived and there it is. We're on a farm. It didn't belong to a farmer. It's the farmer here that I know. It was his friend who ultimately is actually a butcher. And this is the truck. Like I said, it is an MOT failure and it has only failed on some, really, the back spring hangers are the worst part, and it's got some other little bits around it. So you've got a bit of surface rust here on the bumper where this is all flaking off. It is nice in here now, actually. There's no wind, so we're all right. Got some surface rust coming up there, but look how straight it is for an old 02 reg truck. He sent us pictures and I was like, yeah, we'll have that. It's very, very straight and really been looked after. If it was a farm vehicle, it would be beat to pieces and have marks all over it. All the tyres look nice as well. Just a little brief look round it. The spring hangers, right on the back, I think, or no, it weren't the spring hangers. It's the tub hangers, not the spring hangers. So this tub, the mounting points to the chassis are quite bad on it. Look how straight that back tailgate is. I'm not going to lie, guys, this is the second take I've done on this little bit of video because there's cows next door and I was making a right racket when I started videoing it. Oh, it's actually locked up. He is just getting me the keys and the paperwork. So we'll head back to the yard and I'll pick up where we left off. So it's a few days later now, guys, and we're back at the yard with the car and we're ready to start doing some bits on it. Most importantly, get it up on the ramp and start the process of seeing how bad that is in there. We have got the failure sheet, so that's something to go by, but this really is. I can't keep saying to Chris, I can't believe how straight it is for a truck. It's got like a little dent in it there and some surface rust, but the rest of it is lovely. You can see it's really flat and got quite a lot of yellow in it, but once it's cleaned up, I think it's going to be really, really nice. So let's just get it straight in the workshop, get it up on the ramp and have a look what we're up against. So as you can see, we've got it up in the air. We have just got it on the back legs of the ramp. We've chopped up the front wheels. We're going to get some more axle stands out and actually put them underneath just to make sure we've got them down there ready to get it all secured so that it can't go anywhere. We've also lowered the tripod right down and we're actually going to aim it upwards and try and capture as much as we can for you guys. I know you like to see as much as you possibly can. So we have just had a little look underneath there and ultimately I think we both come up with the same scenario, and that is the main part of the MOT failure, is that rear tub. So what we're actually going to do is just go around, spray it up, WD, let it all soak in and then try to get, well, we will get that tub removed. I should think quite a few of those bolts are going to break, but really the plan is if we can get that off, it needs welding anyway. It's going to be better off of the car and we can actually spin it upside down and show you guys what we're up against so that you can see it clearly, because although we've got a tripod there and it's going to be facing up, you're not really going to be able to see a lot. It's going to be a lot nicer if we get it off. There is a few other little jobs and bits and pieces to do on it, but that is the main MOT failure. So we're just going to concentrate, get that off and crack on with it. We're on the passenger side. I don't want to time lapse any of it because it is going to be a bit tedious. So we time lapse that one bit. These front bolts actually come undone. These are just, it's just resting on there. There's rubber mounts. And then these ones here are rotten. They will not come undone. And this is the actual main bit, why it failed the MOT. So you can see now, we got that one loose and we've done my one the other side. Chris has just had to cut through that one. He's going to have to move on to the other side and cut that as well, aren't you? And then there's two right down here at the back that we're going to have to do as well. So we'll crack on and get that off, and we'll cut back in when we're lifting it off, I suppose. There's no point just pointing the camera there while Chris is grinding. All you're going to see is a load of sparks. So let's crack on. Guys, that was quite hard work. We had to cut some of it with a grinder and then go in there with an air hacksaw. And as you can see by the floor, it is not looking good. Just more and more and more of it was falling out, and it is a right mess under there. That's a lot, Chris, isn't it? I don't even think we got that much out of the old LSE. Or the Viva, yeah. But now, all the way around, the tub's ready to lift off. We've just set Chris's truck up. We've put this brace in here just to give it some rigidity. We don't want it folding in on itself when we lift it off. But we are now ready to lift it up, remove everything. We're going to pull it outside and we're going to lift that off, Chris, aren't we? Or should we turn that upside down on the floor, that bed, when we get out there? And then we can all have a look at it together, can't we? Let's do it. Managed to get Chris to get his new boat straps out that he's got for his boat, and hopefully they're going to make it ideal. We know the IAB can't go lots and lots more higher, but we only need to get it up enough really to drive the truck out and allow us to then put it back down. So let's do it.
Is the fuel filler neck in the cab?
Yeah, it's in the cab.
So we're all good, aren't we?
We're good, mate.
All right.
Yeah. That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, drive around, mate. Yeah, we don't want to damage the quarters of the door.
I thought I was on about flipping.
We are, but we have to let it down to get the strap off, isn't it?
Well, I'll send him up flat.
The rear one's going to stay on with that lot.
You're putting them right all the way across?
Yes. Where that one is, it's on that sort, that's it. That's it. Ooh, that didn't sound nice.
No.
Push it away a little bit.
So I lean it over a bit.
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to take them tyres out from that that rack.
Yeah, not even on yet.
That's it. Ain't going nowhere, is it?
No, what's it look like?
It's a bit crispy, guys.
Ooh.
That's not nice at all, is it? Let's try and zoom in while we're rolling.
That's bad, isn't it?
That's zoomed in quite nicely. Now, Chris, you just want to point out the hangers, what we've cut, and then I'll explain. That's what it failed the MOT on. So they're actually saying, let me just zoom out a little bit. They're actually saying at the MOT that it was, sorry mate, if you could do that again. They're saying that that mounting there, the same the other side, and then you've got another 4 actually. They're saying that that's why it's failed the MOT, but now we've actually got it off. You can see there's not really any flaw left in that. We'll have a bit more of an inspection and come back. Just messing around in the background, removing the spare wheel off of the chassis, and I thought I'd bring you over for a bit more of a closer look at this. It is not good, guys. It does need a new floor, and it also needs these 4 cross members in it as well. I mean, this cross member here, this fixing point, obviously went all the way across the back there to that side, and you can see the middle of it's rotted out, and it's just took the floor with it. And where they've got that checker plate inside, you just can't see it. And again, this one, that does just rest on the chassis, but again, a lot of it's missing. It is a shame that's in there because it's hidden it all, but I'll be honest, we didn't expect it to be this bad. We didn't expect it to be this bad at all, but you can see that main bracket going round there. It's all right up here, but here it's just shot. And then there, again, even worse. This side, it is all still there, and it is quite solid. It is surface rust. You can see where I've been in there cutting it with a saw. So I had to do these bits with a hacksaw. No, sorry, the top bit with the air saw, and then I've done these bits here, these slots with a grinder, and the same this side. It has got a little bit missing out of it here, but we probably could have cleaned that up and tried saving it. I've just made a couple of calls, and someone's put me on to a guy that's got a tub. So I'm just going to jump in the truck now, give the guy a ring, and actually go down and have a look at it, because in an ideal world, this would make our life a lot easier. Just get another tub and bolt that on. Obviously, it is in white. My friend just said the tub he's got there, he's got a couple and one of them is white. So that would be ideal. I'm going to go off and do that. And Chris is going to mess around and just WD up all the rest of that and clean up like the backing plates on the brake drums, etc. So let's go and look at it. Actually a bit of a fail, guys. I've just stopped to get me and Chris a coffee before I head back. When I arrived there, I asked the guy if I could video. He said definitely not. He had a black tub and a white one, and the white one was the perfect colour. I thought, yes, definitely, this is going to be it. It's for the earlier shape. So it was like more boxy. It didn't fit that truck, which is so unfortunate. So I'll head back now with a coffee and we'll discuss it a bit more in depth. But you know us, we get round it somehow. Let's head back. I slipped off there to get that tub, and I didn't even know anything about this. I've just walked in the door there with Chris's coffee and said, what are you doing? And like he said, I'll be honest, he did mention it earlier, and I said, no, it'd be all right, but there was a lot of surface rust on there. And he said, I just wanted to crack on. We've got the stuff. Chris, can you just show us what that is? Because people are going to ask. It's 3M, isn't it? Yeah. And
textured finish.
Body shirts, yeah, stone chip, black textured. And he said, well, you was going to come back with that body. He was going to drive this back outside. It'll dry very, very quickly. And we could have come in with a new body and bolted it on. But I think you would agree, for the price that really has made a difference on it. It does all look nice again. It had a lot of surface rust on it. So I'll wait till he's completely finished and then we'll have a good look at it. Chris did just say there, now I haven't come back with a body. he is going to do the rest of it. Like the leaf springs he wasn't going to get involved with today, but he's got it in his hand, so you might as well use that up as well, right? Because once that goes off, it's ruined. Once you open that can, it's like sealed, so he's going to crack on and get all that done, and then we'll have a good look at it. But what an improvement already. I'm so glad Chris decided to do that while I wasn't here. Sometimes you can get carried away, and clearly we know Chris is a perfectionist, but this is just stone chip, it's just sealer, so this is ultimately going to protect it. Now once that tub's on there, you can't actually get to any of this, and why would you want to repair something and then bolt it down to a load of surface rust? So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We had a bit left over. There's always a little bit left in the bottom of that can that you can't actually get to. So Chris just thinned it down, and he's done the bottom of the diff there, back axle, and gone over the springs as well. And that's protected them forevermore. And I think you would agree, that looks so much better. We're going to have to come up with a bit of a plan for the cab. Either flick through the internet, see if we can find one, or see how much a new floor is for it and those cross members. We can probably make up a flat floor for it. We was talking about that earlier, but we'll save all that until we finish the video. Look how much better that looks. I can't wait to get stuck in and spin this cab up, because I know it's going to come up lovely. All behind where that tub was is all very nice. Obviously it's never ever been cleaned, because you can never get behind here, so I think all that's going to come up pretty nice as well. So guys, another project, and already we're getting straight to it, trying to get it sorted out. Just before we do close down today's video, I just wanted to pick up on something last week actually. Quite a lot of you know in the Viva video. Thank you all for your lovely comments in that video. As you know, Chris was meant to be answering the comments for a couple of hours, and he said, do you know what, Rob, the questions are kind of aimed at me throughout the video, so I'm going to stick with it. And Chris has answered every one of your questions, so that was really nice, because I know quite a lot of you did have it. And a lot of you would have realised in that video, I mean, we did say it right in the beginning, it's mega. We are blown away. We actually got sponsored in that video by WD-40, and that is massive for us. That's a massive name, and it really did, you know, it really did make us smile, and it does make you feel good. They did send me something a week before they sent us a product, and Chris said, Rob, don't use that, like, keep hold of it. And I was actually going to put it out on Instagram and show you, but not all of you would have got to see it. So Chris said, just wait then and do it on the video, guys. Check that out. They've actually printed a can with a picture of me, and it says there, multi-purpose influencer, and then Salvage Rebuilds UK on the bottom. I don't think you can buy these, but what a lovely thing for them to do for me. So we're well chuffed about that. Let us know all your comments on the truck. And if anyone's got a tub, we'd be very, very interested. In an ideal world, we would like a white one so that we don't have to get any paintwork done. But I think that's asking a little bit too much. I did just flick through eBay, and there is loads and loads on there, but they're all for the new shape. So if any of you guys out there have got one, or you know breakers in particular that does break these, I don't think there's many of this shape left, because I know that a few years ago when I was trading cars, these were red hot for export to Africa, and I believe the majority of this shape have actually gone now to Africa. So I'm not going to waffle on too much. We're going to leave it there for today's video. We'll have to get back on this very, very soon, and we've got some plans for some other videos for the rest of the week for you to look forward to. So don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, turn on your notification bell, and if you did enjoy the video, please do give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it, and it shows your appreciation. We'll put a link for that 3M Schutz, because I know one of you is going to ask, in the description down below. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you Wednesday in the next one.